Chinese leader Xi Jinping and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky had their first known phone conversation since Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Zelensky said they had a long and meaningful phone call, discussing a full range of issues and possible cooperation to establish peace for Ukraine. Xi reiterated China's position on promoting peace in talks and mutual respect for sovereignty and territorial integrity. China plans to send an envoy to Ukraine and other countries to help conduct in-depth communication with all parties to achieve a political settlement. Walt Disney Parks and Resorts U.S. Inc. has sued Governor Ron DeSantis for violating its First Amendment and property rights when the company voiced opposition to his ban on gender identity discussions in Florida schools and the state invalidated its contracts. The lawsuit asks the court to block legislation that shifted control of the governing board of the special taxing district from the property owners to DeSantis. Disney claims that the governor and legislature violated its constitutional rights by targeting it for retaliation. The dispute began when Disney employees pressured the company to take a stand against the 2022 Parental Rights in Education Act, called by critics the Don't Say Gay bill. Legal battle. The lawsuit begins what is expected to be a lengthy legal battle between one of the state's largest employers and Florida's ambitious governor. American Samoa has issued a public health emergency after an outbreak of measles has infected 32 people, including one confirmed case and 31 suspected cases. The outbreak has affected children between ages 2 months and 13 years old, who have been ordered to isolate or quarantine for 21 days. The Department of Education has closed all schools until May 12 and provided virtual learning and meals for students. The emergency declaration, signed by the governor, is for 30 days and aims to achieve 95% and 100% vaccination coverage among school-aged children. Measles is a highly infectious disease that can cause rashes, fever, cough, and complications like pneumonia and brain swelling. Jacinda Ardern, former Prime Minister of New Zealand, has been appointed to dual fellowships at the Harvard Kennedy School. She will serve as the 2023 Angelopoulos Global Public Leaders Fellow and a Hauser Leader in the school's Center for Public Leadership beginning this fall. Elmendorf, Dean of the Kennedy School, said that Ardern will bring important insights for our students and will generate vital conversations about the public policy choices facing leaders at all levels. Ardern sees this opportunity as a chance not only to share her experience with others but also to learn. The ad, titled Beat Biden, is described as an AI-generated look into the country's possible future if Joe Biden is re-elected in 2024. Its release coincided with Biden officially announcing his campaign for re-election. The footage contains manufactured images of Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris as well as numerous fictitious news broadcasts discussing imagined world events. The ad features scenarios including China invading Taiwan, the United States financial system collapsing, and the US-Mexico border being overrun. One clip shows AI-generated riot police on the streets of San Francisco after the city was shut down due to escalating crime and the fentanyl crisis. The footage is already receiving mixed reviews from those in the field of AI, including synthetic media expert Sam Gregory, who argues that the video highlights some of the challenges that arise when AI-generated imagery intersects with political campaigns. Pope Francis has granted women the right to vote at an upcoming meeting of bishops, a historic reform that reflects his vision of making the Catholic Church more inclusive, responsive, and lay-oriented. The reform, announced on Wednesday, will allow 5 religious sisters and 5 priests to vote, as well as 70 non-bishop members of the Synod of Bishops, including half women. The meeting, scheduled for October 4th to 29th, will focus on the theme of synodality, a process that involves the participation of the laity in church affairs. The reform was welcomed by Catholic women's groups, who have long demanded more recognition and respect from the church but also called for more transparency and democracy. Peter Thiel, a tech billionaire and a Republican mega-donor, has decided not to donate to any political candidates in 2024, according to two sources close to him. He is unhappy with the Republican Party's focus on hot-button U.S. cultural issues, such as abortion and transgender rights, and believes they are distracting from the economic decline and the need to compete with China. Thiel, who is a libertarian and a supporter of Donald Trump in 2016, has contributed around $50 million to state and federal political candidates and campaigns since 2000 and was the 10th largest individual donor to either party in the 2022 midterm elections. However, he is taking a step back from U.S. politics due to concerns about his family's safety and the chaos surrounding Trump's presidency. Gap laying off hundreds of employees from its corporate global workforce as part of a larger restructuring initiative. The restructuring is intended to minimize bureaucracy and make the company more efficient. The recent layoffs will be more significant than those that took place in September, when Gap laid off nearly 500 corporate employees. Gap aims to inform workers in its San Francisco headquarters about pending layoffs this week. Those in the finance division will be informed in May, per the memo. The latest round of layoffs comes about a month after the company announced $300 million in cost cuts, including trimming down layers of management.
Thank you for watching. Please support our efforts by liking and sharing the videos. Don't forget to subscribe to get our regular updates.